I'm Siochi. I'm a material scientist at NASA Langley Research Center. I was actually born in the Philippines and I grew up there. I come from a family with, there are 6 of us. I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters. And education was a very important part of growing up. And so it was something that was emphasized a lot in the family. Well, I came to the United States to go to grad school. I started out being a chemistry major, since that was my undergraduate degree. Got my master's at Virginia Tech, but then switched over to materials engineering science for my PhD. I did not plan to come and work for NASA. I mean, NASA was a familiar entity because as we were growing up, of course, with the moon landings, those were huge events even in the Philippines. But I never really thought I could, never really made that connection. And so I consider coming to work at NASA as actually a happy accident. One of the major things I'm working on right now is nanomaterials. So what does that mean? These are materials that on the nanoscale, at a scale that's about 100,000 times smaller than the diameter of your hair, have these incredible properties. What we're trying to do there is harness these properties so that we can make materials much, much lighter and much stronger, so we can enable access to space like we've not been able to do now. NASA is a great place to work. It's given me a lot of latitude in exploring technically the different approaches that we might take to solve problems, but at the same time gives me a flexibility in work hours that allows me to be engaged and involved in family life, especially when my children were growing up. Regarding the work that I do here, I have an interesting story from my son, who called me from school one day and said, "Do you know, my classmates actually saw you in a video in their class, in an engineering class." And the reason he called me was, he said, a friend of his says, "Hey, do you know Amiya Siochi?" And he goes, "That's my mom." She said, No, she works at NASA." And he says, "That's my mom." What am I proudest of? That's actually a hard question. I don't think of it in terms of what am I proudest of. I usually tend to think of it as what a great privilege it is for me to be able to work here. I'm blessed with the opportunity of really being paid to do something I love. And also coming into work and learning new things every day.